My 25M wife, 24F, is angry with me. My wife works from home. I do not. What happened was, yesterday, I got home later than usual. I walk in and my wife is sitting there with one of her good friends. At that moment, I was tired, hungry, and had a splitting headache. So, I wasn't Mr. Walmart greeter cheerful man when I walked in. I started taking off my coat and putting my stuff down. When there wasn't an immediate, "Hello. Hi honey," my wife goes, "Look, we have company." I was still trying to just get my stuff organized, and threw out a, "What's up?" No, I didn't look at her when I said it. She said, "Not much." I said, "Okay, cool. I'm going to lie down for a bit," and went into our bedroom. We live in a one-bedroom apt. BTW. Within about 25 seconds of me getting into the room and onto the bed, I hear my wife go, "Hold on. I'm going to talk to him." She comes in, closes the door and starts angrily whispering about how she can't believe I was so rude to her friend. Our guest. I said I didn't think I was rude at all. My wife said she thought I was rude and says it makes her look bad to have a husband with no manners. My case was A. I didn't know we were having people over. B. I'm tired as hell and have a horrible headache. And C. This is not something to be livid over. I told her I didn't really have anything else to say and asked her to let me know when she was prepping dinner so I could help her. She rolled her eyes and commented that I shouldn't get dinner. After putting her through this, she left, went back to her friend, and apologized for my rudeness. I rested. Her friend left. We ate dinner in silence. She's still angry about it. How can I get her to move past this? TLDR. My wife is angry I wasn't more cheerful around her friend. This comment section is a mess. I wouldn't say you were rude, you just weren't polite. I think giving you a heads up that she had someone over would have been common courtesy. Emo. I don't want to say you're the asshole, but you could have just solved your problem with something as simple as, "Hey, friend, good to see you. I'm not feeling so good, so I'm gonna go lay down. But I'll catch you next time." And that was it. 2 sentences stood between you and this problem. Just apologize to your wife. Look, this is a classic case of misaligned values. You wanted some R&R. She wanted some pleasantries. I think there's compromise to be had here and in future situations. If it were me, I'd take 10 seconds to explain myself. I'd be like, "Hey, nice to see you. Look, not to be rude, but I've got a splitting headache and just need to lay down for a bit. I'd usually hang out with you guys, but it's been killing me all day. So sorry." That way, you at least acknowledge the situation in a polite and respectful way. Honestly, this can fall on both of you. She should have given you a heads up the friend was there and you could have just said, "What's up?" Not much. "Cool. I have a massive headache. I'm going to lay down for a bit." I think it's easy enough to say hey to the friend while also saying I'm going to go lay down. Sounds like you were annoyed company was over and your wife was annoyed that you weren't happy. Company was over. It should be easily solved with a conversation. I'd ask my son to give me a heads up if we are having people over as soon as it's decided. Even better if you get a say in it happening. That way you can give a heads up about not feeling well, working late, etc. I do think you both are being a little sensitive to the situation. But she is a little more than you are. This isn't about being cheerful. "Hey, nice to see you. I'm tired so going to lay down. But I'll see you some other time." It would have taken equal effort to quickly acknowledge another human being's presence while also excusing yourself. But you didn't even make eye contact? That was rude. I agree she should have given you a heads up. So maybe you should both apologize to each other. That doesn't sound adult at all. If I was having company over before my partner were to get home, I would definitely message him beforehand to let him know, and ask how he feels about it. I need my downtime after a workday. So I would do the same as you would if I came home to partner entertaining guests. In fact, I would be annoyed that my partner hadn't given me a heads up that my home had guests when I expected downtime. You could have perhaps made slightly more effort to be hospitable. Hi, wife and friend. Nice to see you, but I'm feeling quite bad after the workday and I need to go lie down for a while. Your wife seems immature and unwilling to be empathetic towards you. NTA. I get that she felt your behavior was rude, but I think you were just feeling tired, unwell, and weren't expecting company. If it had been me, I probably would have asked if you were okay when you decided to go lay down. You both didn't exactly communicate well on this one. The easiest way to resolve this is to have a conversation. Apologize that you upset her. Ask her to give you a heads up next time. If you're feeling unwell, you should give her a heads up as well. As soon as you made her aware how awful you felt, she should have walked out and said, "I am so sorry. Hubby is not feeling well and needs to rest. Let's do this another day." For those of us who suffer with bad headaches and migraines, the last thing you're worried about is etiquette with a guest you didn't ask for and don't want to interact with. You honestly did more than I would've. I would've walked straight to bed. When my headaches get that bad, sleep is the only cure. Migraines are even worse. If you were puking, would she have expected the same polite conversation? How about diarrhea? What ailment would she find acceptable to being slightly dismissive because you were sick? If this was AITA, NTA. Listen, it's your job to entertain company when you get off work. Next time, take a Tylenol and tap dance. She didn't give you a heads up someone was over and expected you to sit and chat with her friend. Her friend is not entitled to an explanation on your current health situation. Your wife is going overboard with this one. She didn't even care about your headache? Bruh. Of course she is still angry, because you don't really seem to understand with or agree with her point. This wasn't about being cheery. She didn't ask you to juggle for the friend. She said it showed a lack of manners. And it did. Like the most basic manners is you acknowledge people, especially a friend, when you see them in your house. Even when prompted, you did it in the most dismissive way possible. The friend would have pretty solid grounds to assume you hate her at this point. That's how you react when someone you genuinely do not like interacting with tries to speak to you. And you want to be as rude to them as possible. A simple, "Hey, nice to see you. I've got a splitting headache, so I am going to lay down," would have avoided this, and the absurdity of that is probably what makes this hardest for your wife to deal with. It wouldn't have taken much for you to say hi to her friend, then excuse yourself. Ignoring her friend was bad manners. When you live with someone, it is wildly disrespectful to have people over without giving them some forewarning. Wife should have given some warning. When people come home, they should be able to be themselves and at peace. You have to fake smile at work all day. When you come home, you should be able to feel how you feel, and if you can't, at the very least, someone should let you know beforehand that you need to fake smile for another few hours. I would have a conversation with your wife that she needs to let you know when people are over beforehand. You could apologize for being rude just to keep the peace, but your wife is rude and selfish. A heads-up text would have been nice, however most understand if someone is going straight to bed. They are not well. Maybe just mention this, say, "Hey friend, nice to see you visit. I am sorry, but I'm not feeling the best. I'm going to have a sleep. Enjoy the girl time, ta-ta." A is mostly irrelevant in your explanation. B is understandable, but it would have taken 12 minutes to say a proper hello along with I don't feel great. C, you embarrassed her so she is upset. In that case I think it was, as Darth Vader put it best, okay to dispense with the pleasantries. I think next time you should throw a nice to see you. I'm not feeling so great, I'm going to go lay down. Enjoy yourselves. I will add that your wife should have given you a heads up about having company.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.